Hey guys, what's up? Jared here, Dex and Dice. Ramblings of an LGS owner. And I guess, dude, this one is just going to be because I've only got about 10 minutes and I've been thinking about this for the last couple of days, really. But this is going to be like a preparation eventually becomes procrastination kind of thing, where like I'm a little surprised I'm having to do a video like this again, but from what I've seen in my YouTube feed with list this, not that, I listed over here, I did this, you did this, blah, 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 all that dumb shit that I've been seeing all over again, I guess it's time for me to revisit the subject and just kind of like get the point across to ultimately you just gotta start doing stuff, right? I kind of jotted some shit down on the notepad, so I'm going to be glancing. Yes, sorry, not sorry. You know, with a squirrel brain like mine, you kind of have to. Um, but again, like the whole optimization preparation thing just becomes procrastination, is essentially the gist. Like, everyone wants the perfect workflow, you want the perfect scanner, you want the perfect software, platform, strategy. Like you just want to optimize every little bit, right? You want it to be perfect before you even begin or whatever, but like, meanwhile, you haven't actually done anything. You haven't actually been productive. You haven't instituted any of these things that you have learned. Um, you know, you haven't you haven't attempted anything, right? And like the more I think about it, and this is gonna harken back to my childhood with my dad and everything. One of his tried and true favorite statements to tell me was, "Snap the fuck out of it and pull your head out of your ass," right? And at the time, it was kind of like, well, that's a little weird. But like, as time goes on, you understand it better, and it's like he was right. That's kind of the key to every damn thing in life is snap the fuck out of it, pull your head out of your ass, and do stuff. You know, like that's just that's been the key for a minute now. anyways, so just moving on, like preparation is great. Don't get me wrong. You should start with the preparation, obviously. You should learn. You should watch videos. You should do, your research. You should read, all that good stuff. Like, you should learn. That should be one of the first things that you do. I am not knocking learning. Not at all. But eventually, you know enough to get started. Your problem isn't what you know anymore. The problem is you having analysis paralysis and failing to execute what you have learned, right? Because at some point, no matter what, watching another YouTube video about doing X, Y, and Z isn't going to build your business. Your own personal effort is going to build your business. And I don't care if that's slinging cards out of your basement or building a LGS like I have. Doesn't matter the business, it's not going to build your business watching another YouTube video. And easing into that, I see a bunch of these videos are aimed at issues, pitfalls, problems, whatever you want to call them, that you're probably not going to have yet and you shouldn't be worrying about, right? You don't need to worry about listing on 18 different platforms. You don't need to worry about maximizing everything that you get, right? How many cards do you actually, what is your inventory? How big is your inventory? 100 cards, 200 cards, 1,000 cards, 2,000 cards, maybe you have 10,000 cards, woohoo, go you, right? Doesn't matter. You need to list them somewhere. List them on a platform. It doesn't matter if you only have 100 cards or 10,000 cards. Pick a platform and go. Start. Do it. Then, Once you actually get some steam and all that good stuff, some experience, you have your packing down, shipping, so forth and so forth, and your inventory has grown, then worry about multiple platforms. Until then, choose one and go, boo boo, right? That's something I think a lot of people probably struggle with currently just because there are so many platforms and you're just like, well, which one do I do? You pick the one that resonates with you the best and you go. Then you have to worry about everyone trying to squeeze 3 cents extra out of some stuff, right? You're not chasing pennies. You shouldn't be chasing pennies. Don't worry about the pennies. Don't even worry too much about the metrics. List your cards. You're going to, as I've said before, lose dollars chasing those pennies. So stop. Just pick your platform, list your shit. Hopefully, at the end of the week, month, or whatever, your bank account isn't in the negative or at total zero, and you just reinvest and keep that little snowball going. That's your primary objective when you first start. Just fucking do it, right? Then, once that happens, you kind of need to get out of this like student mindset, right? And I mean that in the most respectful way possible. Everybody watches Rudy, Mason, Rob, Louie, whoever, Pokey Any. You know, we all have our people that we watch, right? That's fine. I watch them too. It's kind of cool just to be like, okay, but like, I'm not watching them as a student anymore. I'm watching them as a peer. No matter how big of a difference there is in between it, I'm still running an LGS. I have employees. This pays for everything, like from the house to the shop itself. Yeah, I'm super small, but I'm doing the exact same thing they are. I'm still a peer, right? I'm looking for more of that's interesting. Oh, okay, cool. Like you did it that way, maybe I can do it this way, you know? I might just steal that idea and mold it for something that works for me, right? I'm not waiting for some kind of a weird like aha moment or permission from them or whatever, as weird as that sounds, to like make the next move, right? There comes a point where you got to stop consuming this stuff. You've got to stop being the student and you've got to start being a peer. Anyone in this space who continuously talks down to you and keeps trying to teach you something like you are the, oh, that's sweet, you know, like I'm Southern, you know, bless your heart kind of shit. They want you to be a forever student and they want to be the teacher constantly. And you probably need to just vacate that whole, like, relationship thing you might have there. Like, a good teacher wants you to either become a peer or get beyond them, right? I'm not looking for forever students. I want peers, guys. As I've said in other videos, I want peers. I want people to bounce stuff off of. I want people who can tell me I'm being dumb with a decision that I'm going to make or whatever. I don't want to constantly be teaching people stuff. I don't mind doing it, but there is a point to where you have to be like, I've told you everything that I can possibly know. Like, you need to start doing stuff, implementing things. As my dad would tell me, snap the fuck out of it, pull your head out of your ass, and do it, right? Because the business is not complicated. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. It's really not complicated. Maybe once you get to a, you know, you're selling, I don't know, $30 million worth of shit and you have multiple like stores or whatever under your belt, sure, I guess it could get complicated then. But typically, this is not complicated. Buying collections, listing, sorting, shipping, customer service, inventory, you know, basic retail shit over and over and over and over again. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's not glamorous. It's tedious. It's repetitive. It's time consuming. It's thankless. But it's a business. If treated correctly, and steered in the direction of the least mistakes possible, because you're gonna fuck up no matter what. You're gonna hit pitfalls. You're going to be looking for these pitfalls that everyone is telling you about. You're going to be looking exactly for that pitfall, but there's another one right over here. It was just disguised as something slightly different, but it's the same pitfall or whatever, you know? Like, you're going to fuck up. You can't escape that. Just do it. It's going to happen. You just got to accept it, and you just got to start doing it. And again, I hate having to make another video like this, but it seems like maybe I need to make one of these every 2 or 3 months for new people who are seeing stuff like this and getting enamored or whatever by like these gurus and shit, and being like, dude, it's cool. I get it. I understand. Learn your shit. By all means, learn your shit, but move the fuck on too. Start your own shit. Stop having analysis paralysis. Stop worrying about someone else's metrics, where they listed, how much they listed, what they made, etc., etc. Those are not your stats. Stop caring so much about their stats and worry about your own, because trust me, just trust me, I have a really good bead on people. Most people don't give a fuck about what your metrics are. Okay? They really, really don't. Especially in business. They might act like they do, but they generally don't give a shit. They might help you and all that good stuff or whatever, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, they care about their metrics, you care about yours. That's it. And, you know, if you're watching this and you're watching another inventory video or a how-to video, another like scanner review or whatever, you know, like, that's another thing too. Like, start small, like I said, with the pick your fucking platform and go, right? You don't need SortSwift day one, because your inventory is probably not going to be big enough for multiple platforms. You don't need a Fujitsu scanner day one, because maybe you can't afford $1,200. You know, I bought a Brother scanner. This one. Let me just... That one. I bought that scanner. It was a whopping $400 on fucking Amazon. And you know what? It does just fine. It scans everything it needs to scan. Scan and identify on TCG Player's end still has a weird issue with foils and all that good stuff, but like, it still beats hovering over my phone. You need to just, again, snap the fuck out of it and pull your head out of your ass and start building your own business, man. Just do the job. I'll still be here tomorrow. Other people will still be here tomorrow. We'll still be making random videos and all that good stuff. But come tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, I'd rather have you become my peer than spend the next 5 years still my student, you know? I do ultimately wish the best for you guys, but at the same time, as you can tell, I'm not going to be the coddle your feelers kind of person and make it rainbows and fucking ice cream all the time, guys, because it's not. I was taught the hard way by being pushed into shit and figure it the fuck out with minimal guidance. I'm trying to just be as realistic and upfront with you guys as possible, so that way you can prepare yourself to get punched in the dick, okay? Because it's gonna happen. Anyways, I gotta open the shop. I'm actually 2 minutes late opening the shop, but hey, guess what? I own this bitch, so I can be 2 minutes late if I want to. You guys have a good one. And remember, life is not a dick. You don't have to take it so hard. You're a trash can, not a trash can't. And I'll see you guys in the next video. If you want to talk to me or whatever, email address in the comments below. If you just want to yap or you want to interview me or some shit, hit me up, okay? Grade with PCG. Almost forgot to put that one in there. Use code DND10 to save you some dollar dues on your submission. Link will be in the comments as well. I mean, the description, comments, whatever. Have a good one, guys. I'll talk to you in the next video.